welcome to today's episode of The Daily Blend. I am your host, AC, and we are joined in studio today by Ed Hanson, who is the chair of the St. Nicholas Bazaar at Calvary Episcopal Church here in Columbia.
Right.
I mean, we also have some other guests, but
yes,
we can talk about.
They're much smaller.
They are much smaller, and we can talk about them a little later. How are you, Ed?
I'm very good. Thank you. And thank you for having me on today.
Oh, of course. Thank you for being here. So tell me about the origin of this bazaar.
Well, the bazaar has been, I think, going well over 50 years at this point.
Wow.
And it's an unusual bazaar in that all of the money that we raise, all of the proceeds go back into local agencies that we designate in advance as that they're going to be recipients of our funding. And so instead of using our funds to do church things, we use all of our funds to go into outreach.
Yeah.
So it's a really a wonderful rallying cry for our church. We enjoy putting this bazaar on every year, and many people that are involved in the parish get involved with it.
Oh, I am sure. So tell me how the sale works, because I understand. I just learned something before we came on air I'm tripped out by it, the mice. So tell me about it.
Well, one of our specialty rooms is church mice, and it's one of the things that Calvary is well known for. And the mice that we brought in today, these are all vintage mice that were purchased many years ago, and then after someone passes away, a lot of times the estates will offer to donate the mice back to the church. And so we sometimes have vintage mice that are on sale as well as new mice that are still being made.
Yeah.
But what you were alluding to is when the doors open for the bazaar at 8 o'clock, there are a lot of people who scramble to get in the mice queue. And we have a line that forms in a long hallway, and they wait in line to get their turn in the mouse room. And we let just 3 or 4 people go in at a time. They can take a look at the mice and shop and decide what they want to buy. And then after they make their purchase and they walk out of the mouse room, then the guardian of the queue lets the next person in to shop. So it prevents people from getting grabby and pushy. And, it's the holiday season. We need to be kind to one another.
We need to be kind. You don't want the Cabbage Patch.
That's what the church mice teach us.
Yeah.
Is to be kind.
To be kind.
Yes.
You don't want the Cabbage Patch craze, like people elbowing each other about the mice. No, you don't want that. But I mean, clearly
No Black Friday horror stories.
But clearly, you guys have built up. I mean, people know that this is coming, and they're waiting.
Yes.
Because people are collecting.
They do. We have some collectors that have well over 100 in their collection.
Wow. So. That is so very interesting.
It's kind of amazing.
Is there a limit to how many you can purchase?
I do think there is a limit. I think that I don't know what the limit is.
Okay.
The church mouse ladies is what we call them. The church mouse ladies are very closed-mouthed about how they operate. So I don't really know how many mice are going to be available for sale. Last year, I think they had somewhere between 60 and 70 mice that had been made over the course of the year that were offered for sale. So I think they limit it to 2, but it may be 3.
Okay.
I can't remember.
And the mice are made by parishioners.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Do they get to come up with their own idea for the
Well,
mice?
they have master mousers who teach other people how to make the mice, and they have patterns so that the mice have distinctive looks. But if you notice, if we go back to the mice real quick, you'll see that the one that's in the gold dress, she has kind of rounded ears.
She does.
Now, that little chorister mouse, I think he sings in my choir because I'm the director of music at Calvary, and he's got his ears perked up because he's listening to the basses on one side and the sopranos on the other.
Wow. I've learned something new today. And I bet if I want to get a mouse, I better get there
You get there
early.
at 8 o'clock and get in the queue.
I like it. I like it. Okay, so tell me about some of the other rooms at the bazaar.
Well, at the bazaar, we have just a wonderful variety of rooms, and I'm going to actually get my book open here because if I leave somebody out, they're going to be angry with me. But we have a new room this year called Toys, Games, and Puzzles. We used to sell books.
Okay.
And we were finding that the book sales were just not very strong. And then we had all of these very heavy books
left over
to deal with. And so we're switching that room out, and we're doing gently used toys, games, and puzzles. A lot of puzzle people.
Yes,
they love jigsaw puzzles.
For sure.
Bling, which is jewelry, of course, and a lot of costume jewelry, a lot of fun. A greenhouse where you can buy house plants.
Oh, that's nice.
We have a bakery and sweet shop, and all of the goodies are made like the night before by
Ooh.
parishioners, and they bring them in that morning and set up that room. One of the things that we love from that room are cheese straws. Homemade cheese straws, crunchy and
Yes.
a little bit of spice in there.
Yes. Oh, that sounds
Delicious.
really good.
Something else that's kind of new this year is we're having parishioners bring artwork that they have just in storage that they're not hanging in their own walls. And we're going to have a whole gallery of art and picture frames that people can buy.
Nice.
Great gifts for people. We have a giant white elephant section, kind of like a church garage sale.
Yes.
Handmaids, all of the items that are in there, scarves, hats, mittens, kitchen utensils, bird feeders, anything that you can think of that people might make crafts-wise are available in the handmaids room.
Okay.
We have a raffle. Where you can get a little mouse wreath.
I see.
A big wreath that has little mice in it.
Okay.
Oh, that's always a hot item.
I'll bet.
We serve a country breakfast that you can buy separate tickets for, and that's like country ham and biscuits and gravy.
Oh, yeah. Sounds delicious.
You know, it's not for dieters.
No,
but
it's
not. Delicious. Candle room, we have handmade beeswax candles. They buy the beeswax from a company in large sheets and they roll the candles up with wicks.
Yeah.
Beautiful candles. You can buy sets for Advent or Christmas or just generic colors. We have a kids shop where everything in there is designed to sell to children, to buy
a gift for somebody else.
Right. And so the gifts are all very low priced.
Yes.
And the kids have a great time coming in and picking out stuff. And we have vintage clothing and accessories. So people donate really good quality clothing that may be from the 80s or 70s or maybe just, vintage. From last year.
Yes.
Who knows? And people really enjoy shopping there too. And of course, because it's the St. Nicholas Bazaar, St. Nicholas makes an appearance.
Of course.
Yes.
Of course.
So it's free to get in, but we want you to spend your money with us, of course.
You do.
And this year we're offering credit card sales for the first time.
Oh, good.
In the past, it's always been cash and checks.
And tell me the date.
On Saturday, December 7th. So
Saturday,
just a few days away.
December 7th, a few days away. Okay, everybody, don't meet me there. Beat me there so you can get the mice. Thank you.